Hello, my friend. Bah. Okay, so this is going to be a longer class with some extra challenges that you haven't done before. And it is going to be, yes, challenging. So keep an open mind, do what you can do, and there will be sections throughout the class that I break. And you could stop then if you wanted to stop and then try to go a little bit further every day. Or you might just like whiz through it all. I don't know. Anyway, find a seat that is comfortable for you. And we're going to find our triple S. So remember, that's the back of the skull, the scapula, which is our shoulder blades, and our sacrum, which is the shield shape bone, the back of your pelvis right above your tailbone. So you're trying to sit up nice and tall and find that nice triple S, we call it. So just close your eyes there and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep that triple S. Don't let it kind of slouch down. I'm going to turn on my other light here. I forgot to. We want to shed all the light onto this subject as possible. So we'll put a little bit more light in here. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Feet are flat on the ground. And notice if when you inhale, you shrug your shoulders up. Try not to. Just try to stay nice and tall. Last one, inhale. And open your mouth to exhale. Good. Put your hands out in front of you and just open and close your hands. Even the bum thumb, okay? You want to close. Try to use it, open wide and close. The only caveat I have for today's practice for you is, if it hurts, like if it's like, oh my God, that's so painful, then don't do it, okay? Other than that, if it's challenging, please do it. If it hurts, if it's pain, don't do it. And then you can just give me feedback. Just let me know what you think. Good. Keep opening and closing. And I actually want you to see if you can go a little bit faster, like open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. And that means you probably don't squeeze as hard, but you're opening and closing. Keep going. Stay with your triple S. So even though your hands are getting tired, your forearms are getting tired, you don't like slouch down like this, right? Open, close, open, close, open, close. If at any time you need to slow it down, you go right ahead. You've got 10 more. Open, close, open, close, open, close. 6 more. 4. Woo! I'm hot too. Good. And then just let your hands come down beside you. Give them a good shake. Good. All right. Now, just make gentle fists, and you're just going to circle your wrists. So whatever that looks like for you is fine. You don't need to do anything too crazy. I'm actually moving. You can see how I'm moving my entire forearm that's rotating. I like to do that because it gets nice into my forearms, but it's up to you. You can just move your wrists more if you want, or you can get deeper into the forearms. Good. Sitting nice and tall. Don't forget the triple S. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're going to warm up through the rest of the wrist. So I want you to take your hand palm up, like you're waiting for somebody to give you something, and then just pull those left fingers back. Now what I like to do here, and I'll turn to the side so you can see, is I like to actually have my elbow quite close to my belly, so it kind of presses into it. It gives me a little bit more leverage to get deeper into that connective tissue and the fascia of the forearm and into the hand. So remember, anytime we are, what is the word? In a flexed state, like our hands are like this, typing, texting, anything like that, okay, creates tension in our arm, and that can really create problems in the hands, okay, carpal tunnel syndrome, just really tight areas. Good, and then go over to the other side, pull down. Oh darn tootin', I forgot my book. I was going to read you your Heart's Contentment. I'll go get it after, okay? I'll leave you working and I'll run and get it. Good, breathing deeply. Couple more breaths. So this other side might feel different. I feel more of a sensation of the pinky side of my hand on this side for whatever reason. Good, make sure you've got the thumb in there as well. Just settling into the body. Triple S is still intact, so there's no slouching or resting forward. Good. Okay, so that's good for that. We are going to start with our butt clenches. So you know what I'm talking about. So we're going to sit here and you're going to squeeze your booty and then let it go. Squeeze and let it go. Squeeze and let it go. Squeeze. Okay, I'm going to go grab my book. You keep doing this because we got to do it a few times. So you want to feel like a boop, boop, lifting up. I'll be right back. Squeeze and let it go. Squeeze and let it go. Keep going. Keep going. I know you think I can't see you. Good, I got my book. There we go. Good. I will grab that after. Good, so you should be starting to feel quite warm in your tushy, your booty. Squeeze, let it go. Squeeze, let it go. Squeeze, let it go. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good, and then just release. Whew, take a breath. Good. Okay, so we're going to move into our abdominals. So what I want you to think about is your ab muscles. Okay, and we're using our ab muscles for the movement. So the first thing you're going to do, sit up to find your triple S. Good. And then take your hands and cross your hands across your chest, however they're comfortable. And there's a lot of new movements in today's practice that we haven't done before, so just take your time to kind of get into them and learn them. The integrity of the movement really matters. So I know you might want to go fast, but slow your row. Okay, so now we're sitting up nice and tall. All you're going to do is go ahead and just take a big inhale, and then as you exhale, turn to the left. Good, just hold it there. Come back to the center, inhale. Exhale, turn to the right. Good, so it's not a very big turn. It's like a few inches, but you can feel it. Good, inhale back to the center. Try to follow my breath. Exhale, turn to the left. Keep exhaling out. Come back to the center, inhale. Exhale, turn to the right. So really, you're exhaling, and as you're exhaling, you're feeling your abdominals contract or come closer together. Good. Okay, we're going to layer on. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, turn to the left. And now extend your left leg out towards me. So the thigh stays on the ground, yes, but your triple S stays intact, yes, and you're squeezing the left thigh. Good. Lower the foot back to the ground. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale. Go ahead, twist over to the right. Nice. Triple S and lengthen that right leg. So you're twisting towards the leg that's lifting. Good. Lower the foot. Inhale. Come back to the center. Exhale. Twist to the left. Lengthen the left leg. Good. Hold it there. Hold it there. Squeeze everything all in together, even your abdominals. Good. Lower the foot. Come back to the center. Inhale. Exhale. Twist to the right. Sit up nice and tall. Everything squeezing together as you lengthen that right leg. Just hold it there. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Beautiful. Lower it down. Come back to the center. Inhale. One more time on each side. We're going to add on a little bit more. Exhale. Go ahead. Twist to the left. Lengthen the left leg. And come up on the ball of the right foot. This adds a component of difficulty, of complexity. Good. Lower the right heel. lower the left foot. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist over to the right. Lengthen the right leg. Lift up the left heel, not the entire foot. Keep the ball of the foot on the ground. Good, it adds a little bit, doesn't it? Yes, lower the heel, lower the right foot, come back to the center. Ooh, that's a lot, hey? Yes, it is. Okay, so next we're just going to do a seated side bend. So we've done plenty of these. You can take your left hand down beside you, reach the right arm up, and then just lean over. And I like to shimmy my hand down the side of my chair, but you get to decide what you want to do. And just let that left ear go towards the left shoulder. Just a nice little side bend there. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, reach that left arm up, shimmy the right hand down, lean over to the right. So you can feel this opening in the right side body, a lifting. Nice. Okay. 2 more breaths. Let the right ear go towards the right shoulder. So you notice I'm not keeping my head up, right? I'm letting it just rest. All right, time to get into those hips. Come down off of that. All I want you to do is sit and stand. See how that feels? Does it feel okay? All right, so you're going to come around to the back of your chair. So I move my chair because this is the chair I'm using, but if you're using like a countertop, you just come, behind it or in front of it or whatever. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. You can figure that out. Okay, so now all we're going to do is what's called hip extension. So I want you to stay on the left leg and just slide that right leg back behind you and then put both feet together. You can bend your leg as much as you need to. Slide the right leg back behind you. So you're tapping the big toe. Good. We'll do a few more like that. So, Joanna, this is called hip extension. Okay? And hip extension is important for mobility of our hips as we age. And it's also important because it lights up that right glute. So you can feel how the glute tenses as you go back. It's like, oh, I got a booty muscle there. Good. We'll do 2 more. Good. Nice and slow. Last one. Good. Put the right foot down. Left leg goes back. So make sure you're steady. And make sure, here I'm throwing you all sorts of things to make sure of, but you have your triple S, right? So the back of your head, your shoulder blades, and your sacrum are all in a line-ish. What we're trying to do, keep extending the hip, is stop from this type of thing, okay? This slouching forward, which is what humans do. You're not alone. I do it too. We all do it. Good. We've got 5 more of these little extensions to the back. Woo! And I can feel the work on the left side and on the right side. Good. 2 more. Last one. Good. Okay, so now just turn to the left so that your right hand is on the counter on the back of your chair. Your left hand will be on your hip, and all I want you to do is tap your left foot out to the side and bring it back in. So again, this might be a lot for you. If it is, that's okay. There's no problem with just doing half as many, or alternatively, if you want more, you can do more too. Find your triple S, please. Pull the back of your head back a little bit more, but don't jut your chin up. Keep going. 4 more. Good. 3, 2, and then the last one, keep the back of your head pulling back, and we'll just spin around to the other side. Spin, and let's do that right side. So now the left hand is on the counter in the back of the chair, the right leg goes up. Good, breathing deeply. Good, so we're going to be doing some thoracic rotations today as well. So lots of different movements. This movement really works, this abduction is what it's called, this hip abduction. That means the leg goes away from the body. And it's so good for our glute med, so the little booty muscle, yeah, on the side of your big glute muscle. Yeah, 2 more. I know I get talking, right? Good. All right, so now you're just gonna stand on both legs, give them a little bit of a shake. Whew. Good. Okay, so stay facing the way that you're facing, and you'll take the left hand on the back of the chair, the right hand behind the head. And now all I want you to do is take the elbow, no, don't take the elbow, take the ribs and spin the ribs to the left. So it is not, look at me, it is not this. Do you see that? That's just moving your shoulder. You want to move from the ribs, like somebody's moving your ribs. So here, move the ribs and your elbow comes with. Good. We'll do 5 more of these. Keep the belly in. Good. You're also not moving your hips. You'll notice I'm literally just moving the rib part. 2 more. And this is hard work. Yep, it's supposed to be. Good. And then turn around to the other side. Hand comes behind the head. Thoracic rotation. Both feet flat on the ground. Twist to the right. Back to the center. So you already noticed that there's more standing stuff than before. I think you're ready for it, and it'll give you some challenge, hopefully. You've got 3 more here. Good. Ooh, I'm moving my hips a little bit. Stop, Diana. It's just moving the ribs. Just moving the ribs. Last one. Good. Okay, now turn towards the back of your chair, and we're just going to move our feet back a little bit, like you're leaning into it, and we'll do cat-cow. So we'll start with a cat, and that's where you take a big inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to round through the back, and the chin goes into the chest. The belly pushes way back, and then as you inhale, the chest comes through. Good, got it? So there's 2 movements there. The cat, big exhale, round your back. Try to get more space into the shoulder blade area, and then as you inhale, here's your cat. Now, I think you mentioned somebody called it cat cobra. This could be called a cobra. I call it cat cow. Exhale, round through the back, inhale. Good. And then the other thing is you can do 2 more of those. You could also do this against the wall. I love against the wall. You can round and then come through. So you can decide if you want to add that on later as well. Last one. Good. Now you come back to seated position, thank goodness. And we'll try that cat-cow from a seated position. So hands on your thighs, take a big inhale, lift the chest up, and then as you exhale, round, chin comes into the chest. Good. Inhale. Lift the chest up, and it's almost like you're using your hands to pull your thighs back towards you to lift up through the chest, and then push your hands into your thighs as you round. Good. We'll do 1 more of those. Oh, that feels good. And then exhale. Good. Okay. You're all rested. So you could stop here if you only had 10 minutes or something like that. This little part here is called a reset. This is what I would normally do in one of my longer chair yoga classes. Okay? You could stop now, or you can come along and get into our sun salutations. So we are going to do our sun sal A. I lied, it's a sun one. Doesn't matter to you, but it does matter to me. All right, so you're standing with your right hand on the back of your chair. Inhale, reach the left arm up. As you exhale, put the left hand into the left hip crease and just bend your knees a teeny tiny bit. Good. Take the left foot, step it back. So this is called a crescent lunge. And it looks like this from the side, just so that you know. My feet are not very far apart. They're supporting me. Yes, good. Right there. Take your left hand up. Reach high. Hand comes back onto the hip. Step that back foot forward. So we do 2 more of those exact things. Reach the arms up. Arm up, not 2 arms. Then as you exhale, left hand onto the left hip, bend the knee, send the booty back. Good. Shift the weight onto the right foot. step that left foot back. Come into your little mini crescent lunge as you reach the left hand high. Beautiful. Left hand comes back onto the hip. Step the back foot forward. Inhale. Lift the left arm up. As you exhale, tip from the hip. So stick your butt back. Left hand into the butt crease. We're doing the exact same thing. Left foot steps back. Come into your mini crescent lunge with your left arm reaching high. Left hand into the hip crease. Step the back foot forward. Beautiful. Spin around. We'll do the same thing on the other side. This is a sun 1. Inhale. Reach your right arm forward and up. You're supporting yourself here, right, on the chair. As you exhale, right hand goes into the hip crease. Send the butt back. So it's not a rounding of the spine. No, 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 no. Send the butt back. Bend the knees. Good. Right foot steps back. Little mini crescent lunge. We reach the right arm forward and up. Good. Right hand comes back into the hip crease. Step the back foot forward. 2 more. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Reach, 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 reach. As you exhale, hand goes into the hip crease. Send the hips back. The booty goes back. Good. Step the right foot back. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Reach, 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 reach. Hand comes back onto the hip crease. Step the back foot forward. One last one. I know, it gets hard, hey? Reach the arm up. As you exhale, hand comes into the hip crease. Send the butt back. Very gently slide that right foot back. Here's your mini crescent lunge. Reach that right hand high. Right horizontal. Yes, good. Hand comes back into the hip crease and step the back foot forward. Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to come to a seated position. That's your little sun salutation. It's meant to warm you up even more. So I'm going to challenge you. Here we go. Our first sequence, hands on the thighs. You're going to sit and come to stand. Okay, so make sure you're in a chair where this feels doable. Okay, if you need to support yourself, just like we did at the cabin, right? The cabin, at the house. Push both hands into the chairs, into the armchairs, and come back down. Now the idea, when you're doing this, Joanne, is that you will do this every time you get out of that chair, you will do it the same way. This teaches your body good mechanics. So even though you got a bum knee, your whatever hurts, like all of that stuff, if you do some good mechanics in your everyday life, keep sitting and standing, you will train your body, and it's not too late. I can just see you going, oh, train it now. No, it's not too late. It's never too late. So you are training your body to move in just more optimal patterns. Whew, good. We'll do 4 more. Oh, that's 5. Okay, 5 more. Good. 4 more now. It's a lot. Remember, you can do this in chunks, right? You can pause me at any time. Not like, good. And last one. Whew, and then you're going to stay seated and march your legs. So before you get started, take your little fingertips and stick them in your hip creases. Your hip creases are where the femur bone, this big leg bone, goes into your pelvis. Okay, so you feel that crease, and then just march, 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 march. I want you to see what you feel in there. Anything? So I feel my muscles working. Yeah, this is called hip flexion. Hip flexion is when your knee comes towards your belly. Now, you can go slower. I was like jacking it up, going a little faster, but you don't have to go that fast. You can go slow. Woo. Breathing deeply. Beautiful. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, ready to stand up again? We're going. So, I am going to show you from the back what we're doing, and then you can decide what you want to do. So I'm going to flip the chair so I'm holding on and supporting myself this way. The legs are going to be a little bit wider, and you'll just go side to side. So these are side lunges. Okay, you can have your feet a little bit closer together if that feels better. Just make sure you're not rounded like this. Okay, so I'm now going to put it this way and show you sideways because this is an important view. Take your fingers, your right fingers into your right hip crease and send the hip back. Okay, and then just switch hands and then go to the left side and send the hip back. So I'm telling you to push into the hip creases so that you can push your bum back. So you learn to get more control with your glute muscles, okay? And then we're just side to side. So we'll do a few of these throughout the class, and they're new, right? We haven't done them before, but I just want you to know, little is fine. You do not have to go deep. You can keep your hands up. You can walk your feet a little bit closer to the chair so that you're upright even more. Try to keep your heels on the ground. Yeah, so the heels shouldn't be lifting up. Heels settling into the ground, and then you sit your bum back. Did you notice that difference? So not this. Yeah, sit the bum back. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now just stand there and turn your toes out and your heels in. So it looks like this from the front. Can you see that? Toes are out, heels are in. Okay, you've got your hands on the back of the chair. Little bends. Whoa! I know, it might bug your knee. If it does, don't do it. Like if it hurts it. But if it's just like uncomfortable, just do a few today. And then, you know, in a few days, you might be able to do a few more. So it's just these are little goddess squats. And then I'm going to challenge you to stay lower, like not super low, but just a little bit low, and then just pulse. Okay, so this is a squat, down and up, knees bend and straighten. This is a pulse. You stay in between the bent knee and the straight knee. Good. And this is going to create lots of really nice muscle tone in the front of those thighs. Good. 4 more. Nice. 3, 2, ooh, and 1. Holy shnikes, we need to sit down. Go ahead, shake out the legs, and then come to sit down. All right, here is where you could stop if you wanted to, okay? Just breathing. So go ahead, take one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, and just breathe deeply. Inhale. Good. Now if you're going to stay with me, we're going to head into our second round. It's a gooder. Do the sit stand again. You ready? Are you with me? May as well be. All right, so sit stand. We only have 8. Okay? And 8 could be 4. You don't have to do 8, right? The good news is that you can do whatever works for you at whatever pace works for you. Okay? Remember your triple S, so don't be like head forward, bopping up, you know, head chicken, turkey. No. Good. Yeah, you got it. No. It's too much fun not to do once you kind of get the hang of it. And you will notice a difference in the strength of your legs. Last one, I think that was about 8. I got talking. Yep, you know me. Okay, fingers in the hip crease. We're marching. 8, 7, 6. Don't lean over. You're staying tight and straight. 3 more. Yes. Good. Last one. Stand up, just like we did. Come to the side lunges. So this time, I'm just going straight here. I'm going to flip my chair around. You join me when you're ready. Good. Sit your bum back. Side lunges. That's all it is, Joe. Yeah, you just go side lunges, little by little. You can do this. Give yourself a little bit of grace for how you're feeling. Slow it down. You don't want to be jerky because when we're working with knee rehab and things like that, we want to make sure we're taking good care, right? 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Toes turn out. Here's your goddess squats. Just 4. Down and up. Down and up. It doesn't have to be low. It can even be a millimeter. Down and up. One more. Down and up. Now you're going to go down and stay in between the down and up. So it's the pulses in the middle here. Pull the belly in. Pull the head back. Chest is nice and open. We stay down for 8, 7. Keep pushing into your heels. 6, 5. Keep all 10 toes on the floor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, good. Shake out those legs. Nice. And then we come. Did you notice how it's a little bit quicker the second round? Because you know exactly where you're going. Sit down. And then we breathe. So as you're breathing here, I want you to take a moment and think about something. Think about an intention for your day. And if you're like, I don't really know what an intention should be, just place both hands on your heart or somewhere around there. And let yourself feel your touch on your heart. So an intention is where you would like your brain to focus today, or for the next 20 minutes, or for the next 2 weeks, or whatever. But we have to remind ourselves of our intention. So what that means is, like an example, I'll give you an example, is for me it's patience. Sometimes I run out of patience, and lately I've noticed I've been running out of patience more often than not. I get all in a tizzy, and away I go. So my intention is to give myself the space to be more patient. And I say it like this. I give myself the space to be more patient. I give myself the space to be patient. And just let that settle in your body. Okay, so this is another spot you could stop. So you could have done it all the way up to here and then say, okay, time out, I'm out. Because we're going to do 2 more sequences. They're the same-ish on both sides. And it's going to be challenging. So we'll come on up to standing. Come behind the chair. And we'll do some chair squats. So hands on the chair. We'll bend the knees, send the hips back. And then come up. Bend the knees, hips back, come up. 4 more, bend the knees, hips back. Now as you go along and you're like, oh, this is easy, Diana, you could start to lift your hands. The point is you always are supported by that chair, the counter, whatever it is. Last one. Good. Now you'll turn so that your left foot is going to be right beside the counter and your left hand on the counter. Good. Reach the arms forward and up. And then I want you to take that right leg and step it back. So this is that crescent lunge that we did before. Right hand can be behind the head. And all I want you to do is turn to the left, come back to the center. Turn to the left, back to the center. 2 more. Turn to the left, back to the center. Last one. Turn to the left, back to the center. Now, the right hand comes off of your head and reaches forward. And the left hand, if it feels okay to take it off of the chair, you can reach it back. Woo! Good work. Put both hands down, turn to face the chair, and we'll do little side lunges here. Side lunges. Beautiful. 2 more. Good. Last one, turn the heels in so you're in your goddess squat. Now instead of squatting down, this is another challenge. You're going to lift the right heel, put the right heel down. Do you see my knees are bent? They're not like way down here. No, they're up here. There's lots of space in the hip. My tailbone is like pushing down to the ground. I've got my triple S. I lift the right heel, put it down, I lift the left heel. Put it down, I lift the right. Yep, good. We'll do 2 more on each side, and it is challenging, and your little feet are gonna feel this in the balls of the feet. Allow them to. It really massages the fascia in the bottom of the feet. Okay, something a little bit different. You're gonna keep the right leg bent and the left leg straight. Both hands are still on the chair. Good, so this is a warrior 2. So I'm gonna move to show you what it looks like from the side, so just to be sure you have it. And you just stay where you are. So the chair would be right here. The right leg is bent, the left leg is straight-ish, okay? And your thighs are ready for it, and your butt's ready for it, because we've been working on this all day long. Good. So just holding it there. Good. Now you can take the right arm and lift the right arm up, and kind of lean back towards that left leg. Good. And now, this is tricky, you're going to take the right elbow or forearm onto the right thigh, and just lean into that. Good. One more time, lift. And then right elbow onto the thigh. Beautiful. All right, from there, you're gonna come up, spin around so that the left foot is in front and the right foot is behind. So just, the right hand is hanging onto the chair, the right leg is behind, and we'll just have the left hand on the hip. Good. Now see if you can lift that right leg off the ground, or the right toes off the ground, not the leg, and then put it back down. Lift it up, put it back down. 2 more. Lift it up, put it back down. Woo. Lift it up, put it back down. Now you're going to go ahead, cross that right ankle behind the left, lift the left arm up and lean over. So you're getting this nice stretch all along the left side of the body. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to turn around so that I can see you. You can stay facing that side. Okay, so now your right hand stays on the chair. Yes? Good. Turn to face the chair. And here we go with squats. So we're on the other side now. So face the chair and we just squat. Good. We've got 4 more. Stick the butt back. Good. Push into the ground with the feet so you can feel that ground force reaction in the floor. 2 more. I love my counting. Sometimes it's like 8, sometimes it's 6. Okay, so now you're turning so that the right hand is on the chair. You ready? Take a big inhale. Reach the left arm up. Step the left leg back. So now you're in left crescent lunge. So the left leg is back, the right leg is forward. The left hand comes behind the head and you're going to rotate towards the right. This is just that rotation that we learned earlier. Good. We've got 4 more. 3. Keep twisting in the rib area. 2. So this is a lot of brain work too, by the way. I know. And then the last one. Now hold it to the front. Reach the left arm forward, the right hand back. So my right hand is actually off the chair right now. And this is kind of fun to like play along with the balance. Beautiful. All right, you can go ahead, release that, step the left foot forward, turn towards your chair again. Here's our side lunges. So there's only 8. Sit back. Yes. 7 more. 6, and they can be little. 5, 4, 3, good work. 2, and 1. Beautiful. Okay, so now the toes go out and the heels go in and we draw up our crotch a little bit, or crotch. Lift the left heel up, put it down. Right heel, lift. So that feels like quite good. Can you find your triple S? So the skull, the scapula, and the sacrum. And we're trying to make the tailbone go towards that floor. Yes, good, 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 good. I know it's tough. We're almost done here. Good, 2 more. Now you're gonna keep the left leg bent, and then the right leg is gonna straighten. So here's that warrior 2. And you'll see this more often now. Good. The left arm reaches, and then the left arm comes over the head. So left, lean towards the back of, lean towards your right leg. Lean towards that. Good. The right hand still stays on the chair. And then the left forearm comes on the left thigh. Let that head relax. Oh yeah. Let's do that again. Lift the left arm up. And then the left elbow comes on to the left thigh. Beautiful. Okay, so now you're going to turn to the back of your mat. So bring your feet in. Actually, you'll turn to the front now. Yeah, or wherever that was. So that your left leg is going to come behind now, and just tap it behind and bring it in. Behind and bring it in. And if that feels okay, you can take it behind. Good. And then start to lift it up as a nice extension. This is always an option if the bringing it in is a little bit too easy, or if anything doesn't feel. So I'm just giving you options. So you could do this on the other side too. It's entirely up to you, because I suspect you'll be doing this, you know, I don't know, hopefully a few times. Good, 2 more. Woo, yeah. And then the last one. Good, come back. So then your chair is right in front of your hand. Let's cat-cow. Inhale, chin, chest, and tailbone lifts. And then as you exhale, we round through the back like a cat, an angry cat. And I always have to adjust my feet because that's the way it goes. Inhale, lifting, and then exhaling. Good, okay. Let's come into a seated twist. So here's your option. You can take your right, no, that's the left foot, and you can cross it. And if that feels great, stay there. If that doesn't feel so great, keep both of your feet on the ground. Good. Sit nice into your triple S, and you're just going to twist over towards that left leg. Good. If that feels okay, you can stay there. If you want a little bit more, you're going to reach the left hand up and lean over to the right. Oh, I got all these cricks and cracks. Our bodies are supposed to make noise. Yes. Not out of pain, just they're noisy. Bodies are noisy. Good. And then release that down. Let's try the other side. So right leg crosses. If it feels okay, keep it there. If not, the foot goes down beside it. You're twisting towards the right. So the left hand's on the outside of the right leg. And just listen up. Find your triple S. Okay, get like a centimeter taller in the spine. Good. And then if you want a little bit more, you can reach that right arm and lean over. So this is hard work. Remember, you can do it all in intervals and do what feels right for you. Release that, come back to the center. So we're going to do a little bit of energy work, and how this goes is we're going to start at our knees, pull the energy from our knees up to our thighs and then up our chest, and then we're going to round our head with our hands and then push the energy back down, okay? So listen, all it is really is breath. And you can start to think about positive energy showering your body. Okay, ready? So start at your knees, take a big inhale. Pull the air up your thighs, up your chest. As you exhale, you round your head. All the way back down to where it began. Take a big inhale, palms face your body. Inhale, and they come all the way up. You round your head. I like to actually touch my hair when I do this. It feels good. And then push the hands down all the way back down the thighs. So we'll just do this for a little while longer. Bring the air in and up. Inhale, rounding the skull, the hair. Exhale, let it down. Inhale, palms come towards you. All the way up, rounding the head. And then let it down. Inhale, pull it up. Exhale, round the head. Let it come down. See if you can notice the shadow of your hands as you come across your face. See if you can notice the tenderness of your own touch. Almost as though you're touching and nurturing a smaller version of you. Being kind and tender towards her. Holding her when she's sad. And rejoicing with her when she's happy. Last one. Beautiful. So you can take your hands and cross them like we did at the very beginning, but we're not doing abdominals. I just want you to give yourself a little hug, a little snug. And even if you're like, oh man, that seems silly, just do it anyway. And we're gonna hold it there for a bit. I wanna get mine a little bit bigger. Just taking a moment to hold yourself in this tenderness that maybe you forget to give yourself on a daily basis. You can close your eyes and kind of rock yourself side to side like, oh yeah, so sweet. I'm going to read your favorite reading. So after you're done giving yourself that big long hug, just let your hands come to your thighs and awaken to your heart's contentment. My friend, one day you'll awaken to discover your life is all you wanted and hoped it would be. Oh, you'll not find everything just the way your head said you wanted it. It might not even be the way that you planned, but you'll awaken to your dreams of joy, of love, of peace, your dream of freedom. You'll see beyond illusions, you'll transcend your old limiting beliefs, and you'll wake up and notice that your past is just as it needed to be. I'm going to say that again. Your past is just as it needed to be. You'll see where you are today is good. You'll notice that you laugh a lot, cry a lot, and smile a lot. You'll look at tomorrow with peace, faith, and hope, knowing that while you cannot control some of what life does, you have possibilities and powers in any circumstance that life might bring. The struggle you have lived with for so many years, the trouble in your heart, it's disappeared. You're secure and you're at peace with yourself and your place in this world. One day, you'll awaken to your heart's contentment. Let that day be today. It is truly what you deserve. On your next inhale, just flutter open your eyes. Take a moment to be grateful that your body just did what it did for you. That was challenging. Soften through your jaw by taking the tongue and placing it on the roof of your mouth, just behind your two front teeth. Good. Now take a big inhale through your nose. Open up your mouth and let it out. Ha. Now I want you to with me. Sounds like this. Take a big inhale. Try it with me. Take a big inhale. The love, the light, and the kindness in me recognizes the love, the light, and the kindness in you. I love you. Namaste. And listen, if you think the Om is weird, the vibration of the Om does awesome things to this top of your head, your crown chakra. It can open up your heart and do all sorts of yummy things. So do it. Try it. Try it out for a week. See how it feels. See you soon.